Every year, factories around the world produce over 1 billion packs of instant noodles, more than you can count in a lifetime. But have you ever stopped to think about how they're made? What goes into turning simple ingredients like flour, water, and salt into the quick, satisfying meal we all know and love? From high-speed machines to secret techniques that ensure perfect noodles every time, the process is far more complex than you might expect. Stick around, because we're about to reveal how the world's most popular snack is made, and you won't believe the details we've uncovered. Let's start with something that might surprise you. Making instant noodles isn't as simple as just tossing some flour and water into a bowl. The process begins with carefully chosen ingredients, where precision is everything. The first step, the dough. Step 1, the perfect dough. The journey begins with the dough-making process. Flour, water, salt, and sometimes a bit of oil or additives are combined to create the base of your instant noodles. But it's not just any flour. Factories use high-quality wheat flour, often imported from places known for the best grains. The flour is sifted and mixed with a specific amount of water, ensuring the dough is neither too dry nor too wet. This perfect dough consistency is essential to make noodles that are both soft and firm after they're cooked. Factories use giant mixers to knead the dough. The machines turn over and over, working the dough for around 10 minutes, ensuring it's smooth, stretchy, and ready to be shaped. But don't think it's just a quick job. Getting the dough right is a science. If it's too thick or too thin, the noodles won't cook evenly, and the end result will be disappointing. And did you know? Some factories use a special technique called autolyse to rest the dough before it's stretched. This helps the dough retain moisture and gives the noodles their signature texture. Step 2, rolling and stretching the dough. Once the dough is ready, it's time for rolling. The dough goes through a series of rollers that flatten it into a thin sheet. This is a crucial step. If the dough is rolled too thin, the noodles will break when they're being fried. Too thick, and the noodles will become too chewy after cooking. The dough sheet is then cut into long strips, which will eventually form the noodles we recognize. But here's where it gets fascinating. In many factories, the dough isn't just cut into straight lines. The noodles are sometimes crimped or twisted in a way that creates their distinctive wavy or curly shapes. This process doesn't just add aesthetic appeal, it also ensures that the noodles hold up better during the boiling process. The wavy texture allows the water to be absorbed evenly, helping the noodles cook faster and more evenly. Step 3, steaming the noodles. After the dough is cut, it's time for the steaming process. The noodles are now placed in a massive steam chamber, where they're heated at high temperatures for several minutes. This step is key to ensuring the noodles are soft but not too mushy. The steam helps to set the noodles and partially cooks them, which is why they cook so quickly when you boil them at home. The steaming process also helps preserve the noodles, which is crucial for their shelf life. Instant noodles are designed to last for months without refrigeration. By using steam, factories lock in moisture, flavor, and freshness while giving the noodles the perfect texture. But here's something most people don't know. The steaming process is also part of what helps the noodles retain their delicious taste. The steam helps bring out the natural flavors of the ingredients, like the wheat and the flour, making the noodles taste even better when they're cooked later. Step 4, frying the noodles. Here's the part that sets instant noodles apart from regular noodles: frying. Yes, most instant noodles are deep fried in oil. This is what gives them that crispy, crunchy texture when you first open the packet. The noodles are submerged in hot oil, typically at temperatures over 200 degc, around 400 def, for just a minute or two. Why fry them, you ask? The frying process actually helps dehydrate the noodles, which is why they can be stored for months. This also ensures they cook in just a few minutes when you boil them at home. By frying the noodles, they become lighter and quicker to cook because the oil removes most of the moisture inside the noodle block. It's a fast dehydration process that takes just enough time to make them crispy. But here's an interesting fact. Some factories use a method called flash frying. This process involves frying the noodles for just a few seconds in extremely hot oil. This flash frying technique seals in the flavor and ensures that the noodles stay crispy for longer, so you get that satisfying crunch when you first bite into them. Step 5. Adding the seasoning. You've probably noticed that instant noodles come with little flavor packets. Well, the magic of your noodles isn't just in the noodles themselves, it's also in the seasoning mix. The seasoning mix is a carefully balanced blend of salt, spices, and sometimes dehydrated vegetables or meat. But the seasoning mix is made with a lot of precision. In most factories, the seasoning is made in huge batches. Each flavor, whether it's chicken, beef, or vegetable, is produced separately in massive machines, where spices are combined, ground, and sometimes even cooked to bring out their full flavor. Once the seasoning is ready, it's distributed into individual packets, which are then sealed and packaged. The little seasoning packets may seem like an afterthought, but they are actually one of the most important parts of the noodle making process. They're what give the noodles that addictive taste that keeps you coming back for more. Step 6. Packaging and sealing. Finally, it's time for packaging. The noodles, now fully cooked, crispy, and seasoned, are ready to be packed into those familiar plastic or foam cups and packets. But before they're sealed, they pass through one final inspection. Workers carefully check for any imperfections, making sure every pack meets the high standards required for mass production. The noodles are placed in their packaging, which is often designed to keep them fresh for months. Modern factories use automatic machines to seal the packets airtight, which prevents air and moisture from spoiling the noodles. This packaging process is one of the reasons why instant noodles can be stored in your pantry for so long without going bad. But there's a hidden secret. The packaging process also helps the noodles stay perfectly intact during shipping and handling. The noodles are often compressed and packed in such a way that they don't break easily, ensuring the customers always get that satisfying block of noodles they expect. Step 7. Quality control. One last thing before your noodles hit the shelves: quality control. Factories have strict measures in place to ensure every single batch of noodles meets their high standards. Workers check for things like noodle texture, oil content, seasoning mix consistency, and packaging integrity. Any batch that doesn't meet the standard is discarded, ensuring you only get the best product. But even with all this technology and automation, factories still rely on human workers for some of the final checks. They use their expertise and keen eye to spot any potential issues that might have been missed by machines. This is the final layer of care that goes into your noodles, and it's why they always taste just right. And there you have it, the fascinating, high-speed process of how your instant noodles are made. From the careful mixing of dough to the final packaging and quality checks, every step is designed to deliver you a perfect meal in just a few minutes. Next time you boil a pot of water and drop in those noodles, you'll have a newfound appreciation for the incredible journey they've taken before reaching your bowl. But here's the kicker: this whole process happens at lightning speed, in massive factories that produce billions of noodles every year. It's a delicate dance between precision, technology, and human expertise. And now you know the secrets behind the world's favorite fast food. So next time you're reaching for a pack of noodles, remember, it's not just a snack. It's the result of an incredible multi-step process designed to bring you the perfect meal every time.